on a ferry crossing channel in Mombasa when the police were implementing the orders on social distancing. But what is the situation now? Let us speak to our reporter, Tobias Chenji, who's in the coast region. Tobias Chenji, good morning. What has changed so far as we speak?
Very good morning, Brenda. Remember that of the 50 positive cases that were reported yesterday by the CS Mutahi Kagwe, 10 of them are in coast region, whereby Kilifi is leading with 6 cases, Mombasa has 3 cases, then Kwale County has 1 case. But since contrary to what happened last week, what we've been able to witness today is that there has been a soft transport system by commuters here, and maybe this is due to the fact that right now there is less traffic of people moving from town to the mainland, which is the Likoni area. Remember that right now, the morning hours, most people are coming to town for either work, employment, among others. So the traffic is more on the other side. But right now we also have a multi-agency security team from the Coast Guard. We have seen several police officers here, and there's also the enforcement officers from the county government of Mombasa who've been keeping a vigil as people get into the ferry. Remember that on a normal day, one ferry carries more than between 1,500 to 2,000 commuters. But currently, we've been told that one ferry, because we have currently 4 ferries, 3 of them, the small ones, are carrying between 250 people to 350 commuters, while the largest vessel, which is MG Jumbo, is at the moment carrying 800 people, just to make sure that that social distancing precaution has been given. It is also good to mention that yesterday the county government of Mombasa gave a notice banning the sale of second-hand clothes, that is the mitumba, and at the same time said that they will be starting, as from today, water rationing. Make sure this water will be going to hospitals, will be going to and also households, so to make sure that if there comes a need to have a lockdown, then there'll be enough of it. But now with me is an official from the Red Cross to maybe just give us a general view of what is happening currently here at the Kenya Ferry. Start the name.
My name is Mahmoud Noor, the chairman of Kenya Red Cross, Mombasa. We've been here actually for more than a week now to try to make sure that people cross in safety, especially considering the COVID-19 or the coronavirus. So we're actually ensuring that people are not exposed to this. Initially, when we started, our statistics were showing that every 1 hour we expose over 10,000 people to the disease. And once the national government came in and also the county government, measures have been put in place, and slowly we are seeing sanity in the ferry. Now, one for women, children, they can cross without being pushed. And most important, within the ferry itself, we have the social distance. And also slowly we are seeing members of the public recognizing that they need to be safe by wearing masks and keeping that distance. But we still continue appealing to Kenyans, especially the ones who are using this ferry. If you really do not have a reason to come to town or use the ferry, please stay home. Because when you are at home, then you are actually safe, and you are making your family safe. And also we've come up with other measures, like between 5 and 10, we are only bringing across pedestrians up to 11. The only exceptions are like these trucks that you are seeing. These trucks, they're actually bringing essential stuff. Some of them are coming from either Congestion or they are taking wholesale, because we also need to keep the supplies in place. But for the ordinary cars, we will open at 11 up to 2 p.m. And then from 2 p.m. again until 6, we will be pushing the pedestrians. And then maybe the other team is, we have the heavy commercial vehicles. They will only cross when we have high tide. Those are the exceptions.
What we've been also able to witness since yesterday is that most of the commuters have been keeping the social distance, especially when they've not boarded. But they've only considering this when they're inside the ferry.
No, what we are doing, I think every day we are learning and improving. We started securing and ensuring that within the ferry, the social distance is followed. And now the Coast Guard, the National Police Service, and even the County Inspectorate, now they are moving towards the line. I think yesterday you saw there are some tents on the island side. So we are now coming outside to first sensitize people. Because once you sensitize people, you don't have to enforce all the time. They will take care of themselves.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Well, Brenda, that's the situation here at Likoni Crossing Ferry Channel. And as you've heard, measures have been put in place to make sure that there's that social distancing and also people sanitize and wash their hands. We'll be keeping here vigil to make sure that we bring what will be happening anytime, anywhere for our audience. Back to you in studio.
Thank you, Tobias Chanji. Always a pleasure talking to you, reporting to us live from County 001, Mombasa County. Matters crossing at the